The Tale of the Two News Trees. Once upon a time, in the magical land of Storyville, there were two very special trees known as the news trees. These trees grew fruits called news fruits, and each fruit was a story about what happened in Storyville. One tree was called Happy News Tree, and all its fruits were painted in bright, cheerful colors. The stories from this tree always made the villagers feel good, focusing only on the happy events, like the birthday party of the little squirrel, or when the sun shone brightest over the village pond. The other tree, named Serious News Tree, had fruits in darker, more serious colors. Its stories were about the challenges in Storyville, like when the fox lost his favorite sock, or when the rain didn't stop for days, making everyone grumpy. Now, there lived a wise owl named Ollie, who loved to teach the young animals of Storyville. One evening, as the sun began to set, Ollie gathered the children around for a story. "Listen closely, my friends," began Ollie, with his big, wise eyes twinkling. "Both trees grow fruits that are true stories, but each tree tells only part of the story. Happy news. Tree might make you think every day is perfect, and Serious News Tree might make you believe every day is gloomy. But the truth, my dears, is that life in Storyville, just like in your world, is a mix of both." The little animals listened intently, their eyes wide with curiosity. Ollie continued, "When you hear a story, whether it's about the sun or the rain, remember there's always more to learn. Sometimes people who tell stories choose which parts to show you. They might make the story seem all good, or all bad to make you feel a certain way." The fox, who had just found his sock, asked, "But why would they do that, Mr. Ollie?" Ollie smiled wisely and said, "Because, my little fox, sometimes they want you to think or feel something very specific. They might want you to be happy all the time, or worried all the time, so you only see one side of the village." The children nodded, understanding the lesson. "That's why," Ollie concluded, "it's important to look at both trees, to hear from both the happy and the serious news. And sometimes you might even want to climb up high to see the village for yourself, to understand the whole story." With that, the children promised to be wise like Ollie, to listen to different stories, and to think about what they heard before deciding how they felt. They all hugged Ollie and went to bed, dreaming of a Storyville where every story was heard and every voice was understood. And so, in the land of Storyville, the children grew up knowing that the truth often lies somewhere in the middle, where both the sun and the rain are needed to make the garden grow.